Hello, lovely people of YouTube. Today I am going to be talking about my therianthropy because why not, you know? Basically, I'm going to be talking about what therianthropy is to me. To each individual person, everyone experiences it in a different individual way. Like, different people have different views on their own therianthropy and how them being a therian is. Like, it's all an individual experience. It's an identity for yourself, but it can be experienced in a different way, in different ways for different people. Now, for me personally, I have the belief in souls, like spirits. Like, every living thing on this planet that exists has a spirit or a soul. You, me, that tree outside, the squirrel climbing it. Every plant, animal, every living thing has a soul. Even the smallest little microscopic cell to a massive elephant. All of it has a soul. Everything on this planet has a soul. And when we die, that soul leaves the body and then enters a new vessel, as such, a new body to live in. And it's that cycle of death and rebirth. That's what I personally believe in, and that's how I see it. Now, I see it as a squirrel is born with a squirrel soul, and then a human is born with a human soul, and then a tree is born with a tree soul, and etc, etc, etc. I could go on. And everything is born with their own species soul. Now, where therians come into play is where I see my own personal therianthropy, is where I have the soul of a Eurasian wolf, and then I'm born in a human body. That soul has gone into the wrong species, into the wrong body, instead of a human soul going into a human body and the wolf soul going into a wolf body. Something's gone wrong somewhere, and the soul of the wolf has ended up in the body of the human, and that's why I identify as being a wolf spiritually, but still human physically, because I am 100% human physically. Hands, see these? They're human hands, but internally, my spirit is that of a wolf, a Eurasian wolf to be precise. But yeah, that's how I view my therianthropy and what it is to me. But therianthropy in general is just the belief of being in some way other than physical an animal. Like, you are an animal. Not liking to pretend you're an animal or identifying with an animal or like enjoy being or pretending to be an animal, but you are that animal. You are that animal internally with your spirit and your soul. That is who you are. And it is an identity. It's not a religion, it's not a gender, it's not a etc, etc, etc. It's an identity, it's who I am. It's who therians are. We believe that we are animals on the inside and then peoples on the outside. And you can get animals who are also therians. For example, I live on a houseboat, as you all probably know. And for all I know, there could be a duck out there with the soul of an elephant. Could happen. I don't know, but, like, it's not exclusive to humans. These things do happen where souls end up in the wrong species or the wrong body, and that's how I ended up here, and that's how all the other therians that you see ended up here. It's either from, like, however they believe it. Some believe in past lives, some believe in things like dual souls, and all these other crazy things, but that's my therianthropy, and that's how I see it, and that's how I feel, and that's who I am. Hi, that's me. Nice to meet you. Now, on the whole thing of naming your stereotype, this is completely unnecessary. Like, I personally have a name, Luna, for the whole therian thing, but that's not because I see it as a separate thing to me, because I don't. It is me. The reason I have a name for it is because I actually came up with that name for myself as the natural side of myself before I even knew what a therian was, before any of this happened, before I joined the community. my dad used to, when I was younger, when I was just a little person, he used to talk about the moon. He used to talk up to the moon and have me there and all of that lot, and always say the moon was called Luna. And I always found that fascinating and nice, and I always saw a more naturalistic side to myself. So I decided that my naturalistic name, my name outside of the normal day-to-day life, would be Luna. I decided that before any of the therian stuff happened, so then when I did discover my stereotype in me being a therian, I kind of adopted that name and put it as my therian name because that fits into the whole naturalistic side. And that's why I personally have named my stereotype. But it's not something that's necessary, and it's not something that you need to do, because you are it. It is not separate to you, you are it. I just did that anyway before the whole therian thing happened, because why not, you know? But yeah, it's not necessary, but that is therianthropy. That is my therianthropy anyway. That's who I am. That's why I believe what I do believe, and how I identify as a therian, and how everything is. I'm not good with words, but I am trying to explain it to the best of my ability as what therianthropy is. Therianthropy, long story short, is being an animal in some way other than a physical sense. No actual proper therians think that they are an animal physically, or think they can turn into an animal physically. If they do, then they are delusional. I will admit many therians do go through what's known as the crazy phase. It's something that does happen, especially to younger therians who are more imaginative and all of that, where they think, oh, I'm so connected to this animal, there must be a way for me to turn into. No, just stop there, okay? I'm telling you, all you younger therians, or anyone, it's not going to happen. You may want it to happen, you may think that there must be a way because of how connected you are, but it's just not physically possible. There is no physical way for that to happen in our present day. There is no, it just doesn't, laws of physics and all of that kind of stuff says no. And when laws of physics say no, then I guess the answer's no. It's like an annoying parent who won't let you do what you want to do or go to that party. Hey, physics, can I go to that party? No. No, you cannot. You cannot become an animal. That's not how life works. Sorry to burst anyone's bubble who is going through the crazy phase. That's not a thing that's going to happen. Yeah, therians in general do not believe that they are an animal physically, or that they can turn into an animal physically, because that's just not something that happens. It's not a thing. But we believe it internally, so we're not all crazy. We're not walking around going, I'm an animal, da, da, da. We're not crazy. It's a belief. It's a identity. It's not even a belief, it's an identity. It's who we are. Like, just broad line, that's who we are. Simple as. That's all I needed to say, really. Anyway, I'll see you lot at some point soon. I don't know when, but the holidays are coming up, so I should be able to make some more videos. Probably, maybe, no promises. Sorry. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye!